Comrades, welcome back. Good to have you all here yet again for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Welcome everyone and all back to our wonderful republic. We're going to fix the wrongs with our city as we've got we're bleeding money in a lot of areas, so we're going to make our economy much stronger today so our workers can be rewarded for more of their hard work. Welcome back everyone. As I've learned a lot more about this game, we're going to make some subtle improvements to our city and our republic in general. That's going to make things ever so great. All right, let's go ahead and get started then. What I've realized, by the way, is that one way to force workers to go to certain things is you don't assign them to buildings necessarily. What you do, for example, is you assign a prefabricated apartment building or something like that to a specific bus stop, for example, and then wherever that bus goes is where the workers will go. So interestingly enough, if these people used to walk to the kindergarten or a school or something for work, they're suddenly now miners because they're being told to go specifically to that bus stop, and now they'll be going to the iron mine. So we're going to improve our iron ore mining, we're going to improve our farming, and we're going to improve our oil industry here today and see if we can make Raptoria the greatest nation on Earth. We're going to go ahead and improve our iron ore output over here again. Looks like we've started to export a little bit over there. So we're going to fix some of these areas here and try to make workers go through a little faster. We're also going to improve the farm so that way we can get more food to export and eventually turn to a distillery. That'll bring in a lot of good money for us too. I think we should get started then by building some more farms, I think. So we'll use some US dollars for that. And we'll leave the rubles alone as we're not necessarily trading as much of that. Right now all we have is the oil industry on the other side. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But I've got a plan to build a oil tank over there and some more oil pumps. So that way we can make the most of that industry over there and much more money in terms of rubles. All right, let's get another medium field down. We can also buy vehicles from the west too, though I've looked at the inventory for them. They're not as great. There's not as many vehicles for the west that we can use at the moment for our current industries, so we'll come back to that. Let's see if we can maybe do another medium field. That might be a good idea. There we go, something like that. Perfect. All right, we'll constantly be wanting to farm here. We essentially want to make a year-round farm, even though it's June, and the way everything should work is that obviously there should be a, planting in the spring, and then growing in the summer, and then harvesting in the fall for most crops. Here it's basically whenever you plant the field, that's essentially spring. And so, yeah. All right, looks like medium fields, big fields. Looks like they're all connected there, so it looks like they're going to be cultivating those fields and then move on to the next one. So hopefully we have essentially fields sowing, growing, and harvesting at all times. So that way we can have a constant flow of food over to our food factory here. But let's see if we can get some workers over here and get them going to work at the food factory. Everyone else should be going to the mines. So let's see, our first worker. Ah, yes, perfect. 12 workers, the most amount that we had going there. That should get better as time goes on. We'll assign some more people to go to that bus stop then, so that way we can ensure that a lot of miners are going there. That's going to be a very important industry for us. We're going to have the dollars that we make from exports over here support our oil industry, so let's get to that then. And we'll make some subtle changes to Molna that will make it a little bit more optimized. It's interesting because this area over here, there's nobody working here. It's funny. The only reason we would ever need workers is for a refinery. Other than that, it's basically it's free real estate. It's a free industry. They work without having to have any sort of worker support. So it seems like oil is even better than you'd think, even for the start of the game. In fact, you could probably just have a power connection and start pumping out oil with literally no workers, and you can have a bigger income at the start. All right, we're going to put down yet another oil well, so that way we can increase our output there. That's going to be a good one there. Oh. All right. Oh, and I think we auto-build from rubles for that, but that's okay. We'll switch that to dollars. The oil rigs themselves are very inexpensive, only $8,000. The piping, the pipelines themselves are a little bit more expensive than that even. All right, I think what we'll do is we'll build ourselves a pump over here and then connect it to this pipeline here. Let's see. We need 2 inlets there and there. Alright, let's make sure these aren't too far away. And we'll connect it to that pump in just a moment. We might be able to connect without having to use the pump. That'll save us some cash. Okay, that should be good. Now we'll connect these up via the pump. I don't know if we get money back for doing this. It would be nice if we got a little refund for the pipeline. Essentially, all we'd have to do is disconnect it, move it around, and reconnect it. It's not like we're disposing of it. Alright, so this will make our industry for the oil a little bit more powerful. And a little bit more profitable, as we'll have storage for when the train is gone. Alright, there we go. And then we're going to connect these three up. Actually, we could connect this one here. Actually, we may have been able to leave that one alone. However, I'd prefer it all to go... Actually, all we'd have to do is make another pump. Actually, I don't think all of these could make it. So let's build ourselves another pump regardless. Love how we're using American dollars in order to make these. This is hilarious. Let's make sure we've got it going out the right way. There we go. And this will be good to have the pump here, because then eventually we can use it to pump it back into the tank itself. So that'll be fine. Good. Alright. Excellent. Glorious, comrades. It looks like everything's connected perfectly, and everything's powered, judging by the lights on everywhere. So now the train should be getting a lot more oil. There you go, look at that. It's almost ready to haul, actually. 223, and then when the train is gone, 3 of these pumps will continue to pump towards the large fuel storage tank. And then as these oil sources, if they ever run out, we can go ahead and pump elsewhere. But that looks good. That's going to be a profitable area for us. It's funny, the train leaves the station, and then it doesn't know where to go, except then after a little bit it does know where to go. Once it gets closer to the destination, it seems to magically find it. Let's see what happens. Yeah, he stops, and then he figures out where he's going. All right, whatever. Is it me, or does that lake look radioactive? It's actually glowing. That's not algae. Alright, let's go back over to the other side of town. So with all of our money that we just spent on that, let's take a look at our economy. So we're negative 22,000 rubles, we're negative $324,000, and that's for this month alone. The month just is getting over, and we just had a huge construction project of all those, the oil tank and a few other things. But alright, now we need to start delivering some of our food over to the other side. The harvesters are finally beginning their first harvest, and now we can assign trucks to come over here. And then we can stop buying food from external crops from external sources and start relying on our own. Additionally, we can make improvements to our economy by buying different trucks here, so let's do that. We're making subtle improvements that are going to make all the difference. And let's go ahead and sell the rest of these trucks. And there's actually some way better trucks we can buy that'll allow us to ship much more lumber. And that'll allow our train to make more dollars. So we'll convert that to rubles for now. This will allow us to, like I mentioned, harvest a lot more wood. And one more. Alright, so we're making subtle improvements that should make all the difference. I'm really hoping that's the case. We're going to buy a couple of trucks now in order to ship food back and forth. So let's buy... let's see, open hull trucks for this? No, actually, it has to be a covered hull. We'll buy ourselves, let's see, what do these haul? 4 tons of crops. So we'll buy 2 of those trucks to haul back and forth from the farm to the storage area, or rather the food processing storage area. And that should take care of everything there. For now. Excellent. The harvest seems to be going well. I see lots of vehicles going out to pick up crops, and they are bringing them back. We have 8 tons of crops there already, and we have food being delivered from the factory to our grocery store and to the border, so we should be self-sufficient here. Let's go ahead and cancel our food plan. Oh, I actually wanted to cancel that. There we go. And now we should be more self-sufficient there. That'll save us some money. Meanwhile, it looks like we've got lots of iron ore and lots of people working at the mine. 17 is a very good number compared to what we had, so that's really good. And I'm still having trouble with this truck delivery depot. I actually have behind the scenes goofed around with it a little bit more. It seems like there is a development build problem. It should function that way, but it's not. So in order to resolve that problem, we're going to have to just make do our own way. So it looks like, by the way, why isn't this dropping off? Oh yeah, that is shipping over there. It just doesn't do the animation for the conveyor belt. All that iron ore should be shipped to the other side. But you can see the mine working, and the buses are working as well. Good to see. All right. The oil industry, I'm hoping, is a little bit better. We're going to continue to build our oil industry with dollars in order to make more rubles, because the dollar is a lot more stable. We have a lot more industry there, and in fact, you can see, boom, we're already plus 987. That'll go down until we make a delivery of, for example, boards, or in this case, iron ore, or more importantly, food, which is a constant trading resource for us. All right. Well, let's see what else we can do. Now, the other problem here is that we're going to need more farms eventually in order to make this profitable. In other words, we're going to need another farm in order to have more equipment. Farms are more limited for storage space, but more importantly, the space of the actual garages. So that way you can produce things a lot faster. All right, well, we've got plenty of... Let's see what we've got for workers. Unemployed is 134. Okay, that's actually good news. That means we can build some more industries. Let's see where we have our unemployment then. 2 people without jobs, can't go to school, some people. Kindergarten looks full. Seems there needs to be another school over here. Okay, let's build some more services for our people. We need to get some of those workers freed up so we can have some more industry going, especially if we're going to build a distillery soon. And what's the cost of the school? About 10,000. What is it in rubles? I think we want to leave that alone, actually. Rubles is a little unstable at the moment. There we go. Connect a road back to that. Oh, what? Oh, it flattened it out and then it's not able to build a road again. Darn it. Alright, well, not everything needs to be connected via car. That allows us to drive a bus directly there, but we can always have footpaths. There we go. Alright, that should allow the people to find a school to go to. And 51 can't work because there's no kindergarten. There is a kindergarten, it's just full. Gosh. Alright, we need to make better use of that workforce. Otherwise, people are just sitting around sucking off the economy. We don't want that. Another kindergarten is needed. If we put one by the high voltage lines, I'm sure that'll be just fine. Trust me. That's a good spot to put the distillery. But an even better spot to put a kindergarten. Alright, good. They should be able to send their kids over there as well. Too bad we can't upgrade buildings to be multi-floor. Be nice if we could build a 3-story building or a 4-story building. Okay, so one teacher and students are making their way here. Good. So let's take a look at some more of the needs. Oh, not able to get meat, apparently. Oh, that's interesting. There should be... Wait, a lot of these things are them just not being able to go. These people should be able to walk... Yeah, they should be able to walk to the grocery store there. 128 meters to the grocery store. Food, hospital, unable to visit... You live next to the hospital. And there's no doctors there, that's why. Okay. There are no doctors. Higher... Workers with higher education. Sometimes they come and go, it seems. Alright, let's invite a couple of workers here. A lot of them are going to work to the food factory. Let's send the rest to the hospital. It should allow the higher education people to work there. We'll just need to walk there then. So as you can see, we can split up the workforce to be 50% here, 50% there. We could even send 50% here. Well, actually, you do the math, so you could have it 25, 25, you know, times 4, whatever industries you want to do. So actually, you can make it 50, 25, 25 if you want. If you have 3 different locations, that type of thing, you can change that percentage. So that's going to be helpful for us. All right, let's take a look. Dollars are getting a little low. Of course, we've been doing some spending on building. A couple of buildings there just constructed. Good, that freed up a lot of parents. All right, unable to get meat, you just got to walk. Hospital, you just got to walk. Pub, you just got to walk. Food, you just got to walk. Sport, okay, we could build a thing around here for sport. Culture, you literally live across the street from a cinema. Church, doesn't seem like that building's here. I don't see one. Kindergarten, we just built one. School, or there's no spot for it. Okay, wow, I can't believe how many problems are we've solved. They just don't walk, you know, like literally movie theater here and apartment building there. Like that's culture. That's what they want. They want, you know, museums. They want statues. They want things to go look at. All right, let's go to wait, residential. Let's build ourselves another football playground or whatever. Actually, playground would be nice to build. There we go. Okay, that should help the people over here and over here too. Alright, football there, football here. I think we also built a tennis court at some point. Maybe not. Alright, our goal now is to correct that money issue. Looks like rubles are really going to be not a problem. When that train gets delivered with oil, that's going to be worth like close to maybe 5,000-6,000 rubles. And then we're going to continue to invest our money into that oil industry. Let's take a look back over here. How are we looking? 103 tons of oil. Let's take a look at the tank. Yep, every time it reaches 0.10%, it unloads and then fills up immediately again from those pumps. We got to fill this industry with more. Is there another intake? Oh, I think it might be on the other side for the intake. Well, that's output. Okay, we could just have another pump here and have it go up over. We will need to connect it via power. Ooh, that's going to be expensive, though. Alright, well, let's work on fixing the economy before we expand it. It's a make-or-break situation, but we seem to be making things work. Tim Gunn would certainly be happy. 24 tons of crops there being shipped over here to make food. Look at that, we're still making food. We might need a few more trucks, though. Harvests are still going on. We're going to need a couple more trucks to pick up, I think. Maybe I'll buy one more just for the starters. Let's buy ourselves another covered hull. Uh-oh, we got a building on fire. And that is the wood-cutting post number 2. Uh-oh, hold on. Let's see, we need to buy another truck first. Hold on, boys. We got ourselves a fire. Alright, wood-cutting post 2. Is that this one over here? Oh, yeah. Oof. Oh, wait. Progress of fire. Oh, by the time we build the fire department and find a spot for it, this building's just going to burn down. At this point, it's just going to be cheaper to rebuild it. How much is that? Alright, a $6,000 cost. Better than hiring fire fighters all the time. These are the types of decisions you have to make. Alright, there it goes. Luckily, I think do we still get the trucks? I think we can just assign it to it. So all we have to do is build this building again. Oh, are you kidding me? It was like built in a perfectly flat spot. Now we have to level the terrain again. There we go. There we go. Alright, now can we assign these trucks? Go to depot. I guess we have to sell them now because they can't be reassigned? Okay, that's an interesting... That's a problem the developer's going to have to solve. Oh, maybe we lost the values of the trucks too. That's okay, they're not too expensive. We did make some of the money back. There we go. Oh, wait, I wonder if... Uh-oh. Now the big problem here is... Do these trucks have... Oh, yep, they don't have a destination. Okay. Because the building fried. Wood cutting post. Oh, yeah, they're backing up the whole process. Come on, boys. Okay, we don't have to select the sawmill again. We're good there. So this is nice. If we ever want to send a specific workforce over to an area, we can just do it that way. So let's have 19% of the people who live there can work over at the sawmill, or the logging post. Excellent. Sawmill, wood cutting post 2. Didn't that burn down? Which one is which? Oh, there he goes. Okay. Seems like that problem is corrected now. Whew. Alright. Yeah, sometimes you gotta make decisions like that. Much more affordable to have a building burn down and rebuild it than it is to hire a bunch of firefighters, take away from our workforce, and do it that way. I was wondering if you could see waves there. How's our train doing? Good, that's filling up much faster. And all excess is going to the tank. Beautiful. Alright, let's go back to regular town. Alright, so dollars are getting low, obviously. But we do have a plan to fix that. And excellent, our food trucks are going out. They're worth like 600 bucks times... Oh wow, 15 tons. Those trucks hold 4.5 tons, so there's quite a bit of food. And more food is coming in for delivery. Or more crops for development of food. Wow, look at that. 23 tons there. You can see all the process there of sowing and growing. This one's being harvested here. That one's close. Ooh, look at the traffic jam. Wow, we got lots of traffic here. Truck's going to drop off and pick up crops. Excellent. Alright, how is the iron industry going? Right, we got 5 people there. That's not good. We want more. Let's take a look at the houses. It'd be nice if there were more symbols to pop up over top. I don't understand this meat problem. We've got meat, we've got food, people just need to buy it. They're just too lazy to go over there. Oh, maybe the problem is number of sellers. That's what it is. Okay. I gotcha. We need more people working at the grocery store. See if we can send a few more workers over there. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, so the shelves just aren't being restocked fast enough. Our food is so good, they can't get enough of it. Let's get everyone to work over at the grocery store and over at the mine. That's kind of cool, though. That's a really interesting way to play this game, is that you can limit the number of people that work there at the grocery store by limiting the number of sellers, and then the rest of them will just funnel into going on to the bus to the mines. So if there were 100 people here, there was only 5 jobs here. 5 of them would go here, and everyone else should go to the bus stop. I think regardless of whatever number you have it as. Alright, good. Now we can have a total of 61 people here. Let's reduce a little bit more. 38. There we go. 34 shoppers. Alright, that should resolve that problem. They just need to go there now. Back to the hospital. 2 doctors. Good. Patients are being treated. Good. Let's see. Alright, yeah, there's some problems that we just can't solve at this development build level. So that's okay. I really wish we were able to load everything up on the train. Alright, let's take a look at cash. We should be able to go positive soon enough. Oh, it looks like we just had a bunch of cash come in. Probably a food delivery. Sure was. Pizza Man's pulling out. Very good. And look at that. The train is loading up with boards even faster now. Excellent. Wonder if we could do some more logging. Although I want to make our countryside here coming into the nation to look beautiful. But we could start logging over here. Maybe we could do that. Maybe we could build some houses over here. Have people walk that way. Let's see if we can do that. How much to build a new residential building? Let's see. We want to build from rubles now. Oof, these are kind of expensive. 14,000, that's good for 100 workers. Yeah. Let's see if we can build that over here somewhere. It's annoying to me how much space these buildings need sometime. There we go. Okay, let's get some more wood going on that train. But first, let's build some footpaths. I hope they can go there. I think we're going to need to extend our power again, which means we'll have to build another switch here and then build it back that way. Alright, let's see if we can do this. We'll need to buy some more trucks. How's things at the sawmill? Looks like all boards are going on there. I still don't understand why this building needs to have 50 tons of boards sitting there before they can start shipping it off to the next area. That's annoying to me. Oh, that's good. Maybe we should fill the industries that we have already, though. We still need a lot more food. Stalin's heavy breathing intensifies. Let's see. Mines are going okay. Oh yes, mine has 0% because it's all being loaded onto the train, which is almost full, 300, which will give us about $1,000. That's good. And we've been buying things like crazy, so our economy is still looking in the negative, but I'd like to think positive. All right, now we can add more workers here. And let's see. If we add more workers to the sawmills, that'll make us more effective. Maybe not, though, because the trucks have so much wood to carry back. We just need better vehicles, and we did buy those, so that's okay. And the sawmill itself has tons of wood, but there's only one person working there, so let's go ahead and change that. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and bribe some more people to come on into the town. So we'll use rubles over here to build this economy to trade for dollars to build the one on the other side. That's complicated, isn't it? You have to use dollars over on the other side in order to earn rubles to build over here. But we don't want to zero out on rubles, because if we do, the area over there is going to not be able to pay its power bill, and that's GG, basically, the moment we hit zero of either currency. Ooh, this is good. Numbers are starting to come up. It is just the middle of the month. I'm confident we'll be able to change this around. Look at that iron ore is going. Beautiful. People should be able to work at the sawmill, right? Let's see. Children can't go to school because there is no school. Oh, there's no workers there. Seven educated, alright. Is there a way we can force the educated workers to go there only? Because I don't want just regular staff, we need teachers. Otherwise, kids go there, but they don't learn anything. That's not good. Alright, we have that building sitting empty for now. How are we doing at the mine? Okay, 27 workers is what I want to see that at. Go ahead and put that down. Oh, we have the building set to 5 max. Let's go with 10 max. We can build some more homes over here too. Now that we've got the lumber mill out of the way, let's build another home up here. We haven't filled the one down there yet, but that's anticipation for a different industry, a different time. Luckily, it doesn't cost too much to flatten a area out. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, we can hire another couple workers at the grocery store. Wow, that store doesn't need that many. There we go. Wow, look at all the babies at the kindergarten. We need an industrial-sized kindergarten. Like, we need a giant storage bin. Something big. Okay, let's go ahead and get these guys to work at the sawmill. And at the schools. There we go. Oh, perfect. Look at how fast they're processing wood now. Good. So the moment that the wood arrives, it's immediately turned to boards and loaded on the train instantaneously. Beautiful. Rubles are coming in. Good. The train has arrived. Beautiful. It's going to be a while till we turn the economy around, but I think with these minor changes, we're now going to have some good success here. We got a lot of our crops growing again. And we got more food at storage. Seems like they're still delivering food and picking it up too. Because this field's still being harvested, so food is still being delivered. The next field to finish growing is going to be probably this one. Yes, probably that one. So money should be good there. Our train is probably about ready to leave here. Yep, 267, so it won't be too long. Alright, well, we've really made some good improvements to the economy now. Oh, good. We got plenty of teachers and plenty of students. If we fill all the jobs, that increases the. So it's hard to tell. You know, like you have to do the math on that. Then the number of teachers equals how many students can actually be taught. But then what's the maximum of the school? Then like you have to do the math on that. Like if 9 equals 91, then 15 well, and then is staff a factor on that too? Because that's like janitorial staff and office staff. You know, people making copies and stuff and whatnot. 103 people unable to go to the church. I guess we just have no room for Jesus here in this workers' paradise. He was a carpenter, but we don't have a furniture store yet, so I guess that's probably why. All right, no one lives here. That's fine. Still want that to be a factor there. Look at the number of workers at the food factory. Let's go ahead and reduce that a little bit. Geez, current number of workers. My God. Let's go ahead and reduce that down. Let's go find some jobs elsewhere. Burning through food like crazy. So you really need to micromanage. That's crazy. Alright, I think we've made some big improvements to turn things around a little bit. We've been doing some building, which is misleading as to why it looks like we have less money than when we started, which is true, but we're a lot stronger in order to generate dollars. Like, for example, you can see how much money we've put into, what is it, buildings? Yeah, vehicle importing and manpower and such from other countries. That's what cost us the most. You can see we're actually making money. Right there, 8,000 plus 7,000. We just need to cut our spending and just let it ride for a little bit. And then we've got more manpower here for additional industries and schools and such. Yeah, 22 students there. Oh yeah, kids are going to need it. We have a full force for the kindergarten. Oh yeah, 61 at the kindergarten. Oh good, wow, look at that, 85 max over there. Beautiful. All these kids have a place to go to the kindergarten then. And we'll build some more buildings here next. So we'll probably build some more homes and such around here, maybe a distillery around the corner. And then we can start exporting alcohol, which will give us a little extra boost in money. And it'll be another industry for crops. Right now, no food. But pretty soon, though, it'll be ready for harvest. Excellent. All right, I think we're in a stronger, more stable position, so I will see you all next time where we will get those numbers up in the plus and positives. Very good so far. We've really made some really big improvements into our city. I'll see you all next time for more Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Thanks as always for your support. I'll see you soon. Bye.